don't come to study in Canada or plan to come and study in Canada without doing these things I'm going to tell you guys. Lots of students came to Canada to study as international students. Some of them are stranded right now. Some of them feel frustrated. They are confused. They are filled with regrets. They feel this is the wrong decision I might have made. I shouldn't have come in the first place. And that's because they fail to do these things I'm going to be talking about in this video. So guys, sit back and relax, because this video is going to be very informative, and make sure you watch till the end. The first thing I want you to think of or to do before you come to Canada, or before you start planning to come to Canada, is ask yourself, why am I coming to Canada? Most people did not do this, and they are here today stressed out. Some did not even get their visa approved because they don't know why they are coming to Canada. Are you coming to Canada because you heard A came to Canada and so I should come to Canada? Or you feel, oh, it's trending, I should just go? You need to have a goal. You need to have a dream. The person you're looking at might have their own dreams. They might have their own options. Some of them might not even see Canada as their final destination. They might see it as a stepping stone. You don't know their dream. You don't know their pathways. So you don't just move without knowing what you're going into, guys. If you're coming to Canada, are you coming just to study, get the knowledge, go back to your country, and probably apply the knowledge you've learned here in your country? That's one. Are you coming to Canada with the hope of transitioning to a permanent resident and even getting citizenship if you're interested? That's another angle. These two things are what you should consider, because they'll go a long way in guiding you in the next steps I'm going to be talking about. So follow along with me in this video. The next thing you should do after you've decided what you want to come and do in Canada, you should now ask yourself, the school I want to study in, is this school a DLI? DLI is a designated learning institution. These are schools that have been approved and authorized to host international students. So by default, all elementary schools are DLIs, because if you come to study and let's say you came with your child, the person can go to school and that school can host them because they are foreigners. So we're not going to be talking about elementary school for the purpose of this video. I'm talking about post-secondary schools. If you want to come and study in Canada, you ask yourself, this school I want to come to, is it a designated learning institution? You have to check. So this is the website. This is a place where you go to check if the school is DLI. You can scroll down to the page. You can put the province where you want to go. You will see the list of all the schools that will come out there. You can even select the particular province and see the school and know if the school is a DLI or not. One thing I want you guys to note is not all DLI can offer you PGWP, which is post-graduation work permit. That is what brings me to the next step. If you've asked yourself, is the school I want to come to a DLI? If the answer is no, please run and look for the next school, because that is how you're going to get denied if you apply for visa. The school might give you admission, but you will not get visa approved. If the school is a DLI, the answer is yes. You proceed to check. Will this school offer me PGWP for those that want to stay back after studies? Because for you to stay back in Canada, integrate to become a permanent resident or citizen, you need to gain Canadian work experience. Most of the time, some of this pathway will require you to get Canadian work experience, especially if you want to apply like the Canadian experience class or some provinces, you know. Even those that just want to come and study and go back, they might not just want to come, study and go back right away. Some might want to have an experience in the Canadian workplace setting, so that when they go back home, they will have a first-hand knowledge of what working in Canadian environment looks like. So that's why I said either ways, this video is for you. Guys, if you're enjoying this video and you're finding what I'm saying valuable so far, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post another video. Now guys, we're moving on to the next thing. Once you've determined that this school is a DLI and that this school is going to offer you post-graduation work permits, you ask yourself, am I eligible for post-graduation work permit? It's one thing for your school to be offering post-graduation work permit. It's another thing for you, the student, to be eligible for post-graduation work permit. there have been recent changes regarding the post-graduation work permit. What it used to be is not what it is right now. Okay, and there are two key changes I'm going to be talking about as we dive along. So guys, just relax and keep following along with me so that you understand everything. Now, if you come to Canada to study as an international student, if you graduated from a bachelor's degree program, you graduated from a master's degree program, you graduated from a doctorate degree program, by default, you're going to get PGWP when you graduate, okay? But if you studied from a non-university program, or you did a university program that is not master's, PhD, or bachelor's like I mentioned before, you have certain criteria to meet for you to get PGWP, which is the post-graduation work permit. This is as of November 1st, 2024. IRCC made these changes. So guys, beware. For those of you who say, I have an agent, my agent got me the school, my agent got me the course, you need to fulfill certain requirements. The two key changes regarding this PGWP that I want to talk about right now is one, your field of study requirements, and two, the language requirements. If you're going to be applying for your PGWP on November 1st, 2024 or after then, you are required to have a language test. You're required to have a language test, be it English or French. You should have a language test written. For those of you that had a BSc program, Masters or PhD, you need a CLB 7, Canadian Language Benchmark of 7. If you studied from a non-university school, like colleges, polytechnic, you need a CLB of 5. If you studied from any other university program that is not a BSc, Masters, or PhD, you still need a CLB of 7. So we'll be looking at probably those who came to do post-baccalaureate degrees in the university. You also need to get a CLB 7. That is if you're going to be applying for your PGWP on November 1st, 2024 or after then. Of course, this video is coming today. So if you're watching this video right now, I will be assuming that this applies to you. Then for the field of study requirement, guys, IRCC have said if you are not doing BSc, you're not doing PhD, and you're not doing Masters, you do not fall into any of this category, then you need to meet the field of study requirement criteria for you to be able to get the PGWP we're talking about to make you stay in Canada. Guys, you need to pay great attention to this one. It wasn't there before. Most people don't know. Some of all these agents are not nice. Some of them are affiliated to all the schools, to different schools. They will just get you an admission just for you to come to Canada, let them take their money sharp. They are not thinking about your future, your plans in Canada. You see some people come, that's why they finish studying. They realize, oh, I'm not eligible for PGWP. I have to go back. They are forced to do a second program that they never budgeted or planned for. Something they would have achieved with a little money. They spend more money because they were not informed initially. That's why I said you have to do all of this due diligence before you come to Canada, okay? Now, listen very well as I continue. For the field of study requirement, there are 6 fields of study where the Canadian government have said we have shortage of labor, and this is where we need people. If you come to study in Canada with the intention of staying back, try to make sure that any course you're coming to study fits into these 6 categories that I'm going to be listing for you now, guys. Number 1, agriculture. Number 2, you have education. Number 3, we have healthcare. Number 4, we have STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Number 5, we have the trade. And number 6, we have transportation. Make sure your course aligns with any of these. There's this website. If you want to know if your program is going to offer you PGWP or not, just go here, type in your course of study, If it comes out blank, just know that you're not going to get PGWP. Don't proceed. If you type it and you see something come up like this, then you know that yes, I'm eligible. You can go ahead and proceed with it. Now, coming back to the English requirement part, like I said earlier, there's something I want to say though. You know, I always like advising people. You can use one stone to kill two birds. You know that this English exam you're writing, you can also use it to be in the pool for express entry or to get a permanent residence. You can also use it in case you want to do provincial nomination. So my advice, guys, even if they told you you would get minimum of 7 or you get minimum of 5, depending on your situation, don't relax. Don't say, oh, I just need 5. Because you're going to spend money to write it the second time when you realize that, oh, this score will not qualify me to apply for PR depending on the stream you want to use later. Oh, this score is not going to fetch me enough points in the express entry pool. You will find out later. My advice for you will be to target, to aim something way higher than even the threshold you have, so that you can use it to apply for both your PGWP when you graduate, and you can also use it to apply for your permanent residence, depending on any pathway you plan to use later on. So guys, watch my next video. I'm going to be telling you guys how I aced my IELTS in my next video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, you're missing out. Do well to subscribe and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you get notified when I post videos. Thank you, and I wish you all the very best.